And we're on.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Force of Friendship family. Oh my goodness, we've been so excited to get with you this evening. We've got friends in this circle who have logged in. You're calling all over. I mean, you're calling from all over the East Coast, the West Coast. I even saw somebody from Guam who was calling in. I'm telling you, we're excited. Let me tell you about the Force of Friendship. Well, it's a circle of girlfriends. We share 30 years of friendship, and we have such a good time. We travel all over the world together. We came together. We met through Mary Kay Cosmetics. And so as we traveled, people would always say, you guys have the best time. What do you guys really like? What is it really like to know Gloria? What is Nora really like when she doesn't have her act all together? And so we decided to write a book. Nora said, Sabrina, and the rest of our girlfriends, we've got to write this book. It's a book of 100 powerful inspirations. Some of you have it, some of you don't, but we believe by the end of this night, you're going to get it. Honestly, we got a remark today that said, it was so good, she could barely put it down. And so I just want you to know that girlfriends make the world go round. I don't know what I'd do without them. I remember my best girlfriends from pre-K, Monica, Lisa, Robin, Valerie. Those girlfriends from 4 years old, they're still my girlfriends today. Then I had girlfriends in high school, Lisa. And then I had girlfriends in college, Lisa, Caroline, Nuki, oh my, Sheila. And then after that, so I mean, friends have always been a big piece of my life, and I'm excited about it. So you guys make sure you pick up this book. It is wonderful. I now live in North Carolina. I moved from Dallas, Texas about 6 weeks ago. So I'm new to the North Carolina area, Chapel Hill, married to an amazing man, Kenny. He took on a coaching job at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And that's where we have a son who is a freshman in college at the university. We have a daughter, Sydney, who's a senior at Howard. And then we have a son who's in high school. And when I tell you, the Mondays are always on the move. I've lived in North Carolina. I've lived in Florida, Oklahoma, Texas, all within the last 5 years. So yes, Mondays are on the move. But we're excited about life. I'm telling you, girlfriends have got me on the move. They help me move from place to place without pulling all my hair out. So you're going to love to get to know my circle of girlfriends. They are amazing, awesome. We're like-minded, and we're excited for you to get to know us. We're going to get to know you, and we're going to do some fun things throughout this journey. So I'm going to throw it to my girlfriend, Nora. I think I'm going to Nora. Am I going to you, Nora?
I think you are going to me, Sabrina.
All right.
Nora Sharif, and I presently live in Atlanta, Georgia, originally, by the way, of Boston, Massachusetts. I am married to the most wonderful man in the world. We've been married for 30 years. We have 12 grandchildren, between the 12 grandchildren rather, and one great-grandchild. And I have to tell you guys this great story. Recently, I am soon to be retiring from Mary Kay, and recently I had a retirement dinner. And I planned the retirement dinner. All my girlfriends flew in. And now Sabrina and I talk about 4 or 5 times a day.
We do.
Okay, they all flew in. Not even my secretary. Nobody knew that we were renewing our vows. They were so shocked. Everybody was so shocked. It was just amazing. And I did that, why? Because I wanted my renewing of my vows to be a gift to my friends. They came to my event and I wanted to give them a gift back. And it was just so amazing, guys. I love these women. They are the best of the best. They pull out the best in me. I'm telling you, it's nothing like having girlfriends when you're going through or you're in a challenge. They listen to you. They pray you through. These are some praying sisters, right? Warriors. So I'm just so excited to be a part of this circle. This vision came strictly from God. But the thing that was so wonderful, when God gave me the vision and I told my girlfriends about it, it was just a confirmation to them because they immediately jumped on board and we wrote this amazing book, The Force of Friendship. And that's what we are. We truly are a force to be reckoned with. And I am going to pass it on to my girlfriend, Andrea C.
Oh my goodness, Nora, thank you so much. Oh, good
evening, everyone. I am Andrea C. Scott. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, where we just survived Hurricane Matthew. Yes, you guys, we lost power, but thank God we didn't lose any lives, any property, or anything like that. And so we are praying for those who were not as fortunate as myself. And so we are thankful for that. I live in Jacksonville, Florida now, but by way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by way of the Bronx, New York, and by way of Kingston, Jamaica, man. Yes, I am an islander. I'm a yardie, okay? Any Jamaicans out there? Okay, shout out. But anyhow, you guys, I'm also a newlywed of 3 months. I am so excited. I am married to the most amazing man who rocks my world. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, he rocks my world. I inherited 2 beautiful children through this new marriage and this wonderful relationship. They are 10 and 12. They're amazingly smart children. And you know what? I love good music, good food. I am the foodie of the group. And I love good friends and good fun. I mean, what else could you ask for? I love my life. I mean, I absolutely love my life. And the women that I get to just be friends with and spend time with, these ladies right here, there's none better. They inspire me. They stretch me. They're my role models for life. I mean, can you get excited about having girlfriends that are also your role models? That is amazing. I'm so blessed to be a part of this friendship and blessed to be a part of this project. And I'm wonderfully glad to be able to share with you all tonight. And so I'm going to throw it to the amazing Gloria Mayfield Banks.
Oh, Andrea, thank you so much, you guys. This is so much fun. It's amazing how much fun we love to have together. And I am so opening my arms and welcoming everybody into our circle of friends. This is so juicy. When I tell you that we were all texting Andrea a couple of days ago, are you okay? Are you okay? Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Like, this is what our real life is. Nora talked about how she gave us such a gift. But I can't believe your secretary didn't know, Nora. That's crazy. Didn't even know. My secretary knows everything. So you to do that was a gift to us because we did not have to get all up in it. And we have moved. Every time Sabrina moves, we all move. So it's really sort of exciting to welcome you guys into this circle. We hope that this circle of excellence and this circle of friendship and this force of friendship invites you to improve your friendships and understand the things that we put in place over these years to have 7 girlfriends so tight. We truly do want to share with you some things that will make a difference. Let me tell you a little bit about me because I'm hailing from Baltimore, home of the Ravens. Yes, we lost yesterday. Okay, we're still our champions all day long. And I do love my football team. And I do love sports. And I do love winning. And I do love champions. And that's why I invite them into my circle. I'm married to an amazing man, Ken Banks, and he's an entrepreneur as well. So when we met each other, both of us were very small entrepreneurs, and we both built very big businesses together. So we love that part. I'm a motivational speaker, an international motivational speaker. So I travel a lot, and I travel all over the world teaching other people about lifestyle and leadership. So I'm so excited to be here with you. I've got 4 grown adult children. My daughter left here today. She was with me this weekend. She's an incredible makeup artist. My son is an attorney. My other son lives in New York, and he's a brainiac, amazing software engineer and software developer. And my daughter has 3 amazing girls, and she is also an entrepreneur. She has a dog training company, and I'm just so privileged to be a grandmother of 4 amazing children, 3 girls and a boy, 10, 8, 5, and 1-year-old. So they keep us very, very, very busy. I just want to tell you that for me, if you're thinking about me, I want you to put the word E for energy, because that's what I love to bring. That's what I love to give. That's what I love to gain, is energy towards anything in the right direction. So I'm really excited to pass this over to Katrina Harris. Katrina, let them know who you are.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey y'all. Thanks, Gloria. I'm Katrina Harris Earl, and today I'm at our home in the San Francisco Bay, and we split our time between here and Chicago. So yes, between the Giants and the Cubs, speaking of sports, it's real interesting in our household right now. Okay. I'm the almost newlywed of the bunch, and celebrating 4 years of marriage to Dr. Anthony Earl, a pastor from Chicago. And I am blessed to have 5 bonus children and 10 grandchildren. I am an only child and was single until the age of 45. So these women right here have really become like sisters to me. You can just call me the gadget girl of the group. I love all things technology. You could just give me a gadget, a beat, some music, and traveling around the world, and that's what I love to do. These women are among my favorite people, and my favorite thing has been traveling to over 5 continents with them. Can you believe that? I truly have been bolder, have done more, and achieved much because of these phenomenal friendships. And I am excited to pass it to my girlfriend, Natalie Prevette Jones.
Yay! Out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Go, Katrina. Oh my God, it's amazing how your life can change. Just making choices, I can't believe it's been 4 years, Katrina, since you ran down that aisle with Anthony Earl, Dr. Anthony Earl. And to the newlywed in the group, Andrea, girl, you are hotter than everybody. Oh my gosh, she's bringing all the sizzle to our life right now. I mean, all the sizzle that you can handle. Andrea's got it going on with that. So that's a lot of fun, you guys. Sabrina, welcome to North Carolina, girl. Yes, Tar Heels. That's right. I'm from the home of the Tar Heels as well. Yeah. It's really, really, really exciting here. So we got to hook up so you can really, really see what Carolina's all about.
I'm excited about that.
Banks. That's right. Look, Gloria Mayfield Banks. Yeah, Gloria, you bring the bang, like the shebang, the bang, bang, shebang, everywhere and everything. And Nora, your dream has come to life. Your dream has really, really come to life. Chris said, I can't see you, but I know you're out there somewhere, girl. I know you are out there somewhere. But it's exciting to be with this group of ladies. It's so much fun. And as I think about my life, you know, my life is just so much full of fun, love, energy. I live here in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, where I have a huge family, an extended family. We always have something going on. I'm married to Danny Ray Jones. He is a safety manager with the railroad. Our daughter, Kayla Jones, will be starting North Carolina State as a freshman baller, full scholarship. So you're going to see her on TV, full scholarship to North Carolina State, playing basketball. And my son, oh my goodness, Samuel Oga. It is so much fun to hang out with Samuel. He is like entrepreneur land all the way. He just bought his 3rd big truck. You guys look for CMG, Cash Money Gates. Can you feel it?
Wow.
I'm walking around with sweatshirts on that say Cash Money Gates, CMG. How about that? Okay. Entrepreneurship is just all in our blood. And my beautiful daughter, Caroline, who is following in all of our footsteps, she admires you ladies so much in every aspect. Caroline talks about you guys all the time. Mommy, what about, I love the way Miss Katrina dresses. Man, I want a house like Chrisette Ellis. Oh my God, Mommy, I just want girlfriends to look like, all your girlfriends are beautiful. All your girlfriends are fun. All your girlfriends look rich, you know? And I thought, wow, that is the kind of life we want for our daughters, right? We definitely want that life. And of course, Mama Nora, I saw you hit her up the other day, Nora, but I answered the phone, right? How about that? My phone was dead. But that's just what we do. That's how we roll. My mom is 75 years old. We just celebrated her big time right here. We're getting ready to go on an amazing cruise that we're totally, totally excited about it. So there's nothing like great girlfriends, having a great life, having a beautiful family, and just a whole lot of fun, you guys. I thank God for my girlfriends and for my beautiful life. Thank you for joining in.
Well, we're excited to hear from Chris. Chris, we know you're out there in Detroit.
Yeah, I am. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, you look beautiful.
Awesome. I can see everybody. Everybody looks absolutely amazing. And I want to welcome everybody to this awesome webinar. I'm so excited that you are joining us on tonight. And let me just say this. You met Katrina. She is the techie of this entire group of women. And let me just tell you, I am on this webinar with a wing and a prayer. And I tell you, the multiple hats that we wear. We have our Tuesday night prayer service. I had to be there. Oh my gosh, ran from prayer, jumped in, got on. It looked like everything was going to be great. Changed clothes and could not get on. So trust me when I tell you, my girlfriends are excited that Chrisette Ellis is on the webinar.
Yes, Lord.
So let me just real quickly tell you a little bit about myself. of course, I'm Krista Ellis, and I am from the big Detroit, Michigan, where we are the home of the Lions, the Tigers, and we'll leave the Bears in Chicago. But I wear a multiplicity of hats. My husband, I am married to the wonderful Charles Ellis, who is a pastor and presiding bishop of Pentecostal Assemblies of the World. And we have an amazing church right here in the city of Detroit. And it is absolutely an amazing church. I have two wonderful children, Kiera, who is 26, and Charles, who is 24. And it's an interesting household. My daughter went to the University of Michigan, which is a wonderful top 10 school right here in Ann Arbor. And then my son decided to follow in his mama's footsteps, and he went to Michigan State University. So you can imagine, when the Michigan and Michigan State teams are playing football, trust me, this is a house divided for sure. So I have to play both roles. I'll say, buddy, when they're winning, I'm like, yes, buddy, Michigan State got it going on. And then when Michigan is winning, I'll say, Kiera, guess what? U of M got it going on. So it's just fun in our household. I'm so excited. My son just completed his master's degree in accounting and decided to throw my husband a bone. So he went to Wayne State University. So now everybody in my house is absolutely happy. And then one of the other things I want to share, I'm so excited. My husband and I, we just celebrated 28 years of marriage, and we were able to, believe it or not, celebrate that in Charleston, South Carolina last week. And so we are truly praying. It's such a beautiful, beautiful city. So we are definitely praying for those who, had water damage and, all that, the damage that took place during Hurricane Matthew. And then lastly, I have to say that we are so blessed to have my father is living with us now. My mother passed a little over a year ago now, and my father just had a birthday on Saturday, and he is 89 years old. As you can see, our lives are full of fun, of love, and again, these women are just amazing, and I'm so glad to be a part of the Force of Friendship. We look forward to sharing with you on tonight.
Excellent. Thank you, Chrisette. Well, you know what, you guys, as we thought about the topics that we wanted to share with you, we wanted to make sure that we shared information and insight that could possibly help you in one way or another. And I've moved multiple times, and people always say, oh, Sabrina, I don't know how you do it. And some people say, I wouldn't be moving on like that. I'd be telling him to go on. Well, you know what? I love my husband, and we are a team. And so he is a coach. He is an Olympic athlete in the sport of wrestling, the first African-American to win a gold medal in the sport of wrestling. And so that has afforded us many, many wonderful opportunities, options in life. And so the latest move, my son was recruited to UNC Chapel Hill, and then they came after his dad. My son is on a full athletic scholarship. My daughter's on a full academic scholarship. Girlfriends, when I tell you that's a blessing, that's a blessing. And we are forever grateful. And so when this opportunity came for Kenny to move to North Carolina, we'd only been back in Dallas a couple of years. And you know what? When he came to me, he always asks. It's always a family decision. And so when you're thinking about making a move in life, you guys, I just believe that you got to trust God. You have to be prayerful about the situation and trust God. I mean, so many people who live life with regret. And so you certainly don't want to be one of those. And so, yes, we prayed about it, found ourselves in North Carolina. It's beautiful here, and the people are so friendly. But the 3 or 4 things that I think in terms of how do you move so much, and how do you establish new friends, and how do you get situated in a new community? Well, number 1, I think you do have to trust God. Number 2, you have to be about taking some risk in life. Girlfriends out there, if you've been praying about a situation, you know what? You're saying, well, I'm waiting on God. Sometimes God is waiting on us. And so be all right to take a risk. Be okay with taking risk in life. You have to be courageous. And we definitely have a chapter in this book about courage, because to have girlfriends who rock your world, you must be courageous. You must be courageous to make a move, to find like-minded women who will rock your world. The other point that I want to make is that you have to be open to new ideas, new locations, new avenues. Put yourself out there to find new friends. I've been seeing a woman walk around my neighborhood every morning about the same time. And so I stopped her today and I said, you are diligent. You are consistent. You're the kind of person I want to hook up with for my morning walk. She said, come on, I'm out here every morning at 7:30. So you know what? That's going to be my new friend on that walking path at 7:30 in the morning. I'm telling you, I make it a point to not meet a stranger. In my mind, I'm thinking people are nice. Until they prove otherwise, I'm believing in the best of people. I really, really am. And so I just believe that we have a big old world out here. And with my life, I get to see a whole lot of it. So I'm excited about this life that Kenny and myself are creating for my family. So girlfriends out there, if you've been thinking about a move, stop procrastinating. Stop hesitating. Find your passion. It might be in another city. It might be in another neighborhood. It might even be in another country. Be audacious, because this webinar is about doing more, being bold, doing more, and having much. So you can't do all of that and stay still. So Nora, I know you had to move. You were so bodacious. You moved without your family. I don't know if I'm that bodacious, but you moved without your family to another state. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, it's really funny because Sabrina and I go way back from Boston, Massachusetts, and where I started my Mary Kay business.
Yeah.
She met Kenny,
Yeah.
fell in love,
Yeah.
and got married and moved to Tulsa. Well, there's something, you know, when your girlfriend leaves you. A man can leave you, and then you might cry a little bit, but when your girlfriend leaves you,
Right.
and I was like, oh my goodness, really, two of my best friends had moved. One moved back to Detroit, Michigan, and Sabrina moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And they both said to me, with their silly selves, you need to move.
That's right.
Move? I'm going to tell my husband I'm going to move. So anyway, I went to visit North Carolina. Oh my goodness, I fell in love with North Carolina. I called my husband and said, guess what? We're moving. He said, I don't think so. You must be crazy. And so I moved there. And that's what I love about my husband. He has always allowed me to be me. So I moved to North Carolina, got an apartment. He said, this is the stipulation. You could take your product, you could take your clothes, but that's all you could take. And of course I moved, and it was amazing, guys. It was amazing. The most amazing thing that came out of that move was that I knew that I was starting my business all over in Mary Kay. And that's what I loved. I could get out, I could meet people and, you know, be introduced to people. And I met a woman named Tammy Harbison who invited me to her church. You see, I wasn't saved when I moved to North Carolina, and God had a greater plan for my life. And so I moved to, went to church, visited. You know, they were doing a fellowship, and I was going there to do a skincare class. And to be honest with you, I wasn't thinking about Jesus. I was thinking about making some money. Jesus was really thinking about me. And through that time, I met a woman named Tammy Harbison who introduced me to the Lord Jesus Christ. But the most amazing thing that came out of that as well is Tammy Harbison introduced me to a woman named Natalie Pavette Jones. And from that point on, we became great friends. She joined Mary Kay. And the rest is history. I introduced her to Chrisette. I introduced her to Natalie. That's what friends do. When you have a good friend, good girl, good. And I'm telling you, and be quiet. Look, and she is so funny. I introduced her to all my girlfriends, and they fell in love with her. But that's really what friendship is about. And so when you're moving and you're doing what God has in plan, the Bible says that He knows the plans that He has for us, plans to prosper us, not to harm us, plans to give us hope and a future. He knew my beginning and He knew my end when He had me to move to North Carolina. The best move. Didn't know anybody, guys. Didn't have any family there, didn't have any friends. But because God had a plan for me, He put the friends in place for me. He put the plan in place for me. And it was just totally amazing. So you know what? You got to step out on faith. You got to trust. I read something today that nothing happens unless you believe. You have to believe in whatever it is that you're desiring to do. You have to believe that God will send you good friends. I can remember going to Andrea and just watching how her people just loved her, her friends. They were just amazing. I said, God, I want friends like that. And guess what? He has sent me friends like that. These women are truly amazing. My children call them Auntie Bree, Auntie Sabrina, Auntie Sally, Auntie Chris. I mean, that's what friendship is all about, because it's not just about you. It's what you can do for others as well as what others can do for you. So it's a like-minded thing. And what I love most as I close on this part, these women are like-minded. And those are the kind of friends that you want in your life. You want friends in your life that are like-minded, that think like you, that take you to another level, that lift you up. You want the lid lifters in your life, not the people who put the lid on you, the lid lifters. So, I mean, it's just amazing. And I love this group, and I enjoy having this friendship with them. And because I'm retiring, that doesn't mean, although they're all acting like I'm going somewhere, but that doesn't mean that our friendship is over. Our friendship continues on, because why? It's bigger than Mary Kay or anything else that we have going on. So I'm going to turn it over to Andrea. Nope.
No, I think Gloria is going to talk about balancing business and personal relationships.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sabrina.
Yes. Excellent.
I'm really excited to talk about this, Nora. I love when you tell stories. We love when we hear those stories. Even though we lived every moment of that story, I love to hear those stories over and over and over again. You guys, we want you to see this circle of friends, how we live through each other's life. And I'm excited to talk about the balance of friendship and how we keep our business relationships. So I'm going to go to something I found in the book that I thought was awesome. First, my girlfriend sent me a text today, and she said, Gloria, I got this book yesterday, and I started reading it, and I stopped because it made me to start crying. And the Bible is the only book that has made me stop and start crying right in the middle of it, which was amazing. I love this verse as we talk about balancing, from Katrina Harris. It said, it is often not what a friend says, but it's what she hears. But that she hears and sees you, that she listens and cares, that she's willing to share her time on earth, helping you be the best you can be. So when I think about balancing our crazy full circle of friends, and each one of us are very committed to our personal families. We each have a large circle, our close family, our big families, but we manage this girlfriend. So let me tell you what I think we do that has helped me balance, and maybe will help you balance your girlfriends as well. Number one, we have a very strong foundation of encouragement. I mean, and what I love about it is that we encourage each other, whether it's about business, whether it's about our family, when it's about our opinions. Oh, talk about some opinionated women. But we really encourage each other. I want to talk about the depth of our encouragement. It is not only what we do with the business that we do together, but it's also all our outside circles of interest that are really something. We take pictures. I mean, really, today we had several pictures from Chrisette's sister-in-law's birthday party. Like, really? And we loved it, and we talked about it, and she knew we wanted to see it, and it was nothing but encouragement. I want to tell you guys, the gift of encouragement is something that you can give to everyone. We encourage. I mean, when Natalie just said that her son bought his third truck, I mean, I automatically started clapping because I automatically know the journey that he's been through. So our encouragement goes on to where they are, where they're going, our children, our family, our parents, our family, sisters, brothers, cousins, friends. I mean, we just love to encourage each other. So I want to also tell you that another thing that makes this something that's easy to balance when I talk about encouragement, I want to talk to you about the quality of the girlfriends that we require of each other. I think it's really powerful that we don't allow each other to complain. And we don't allow each other to complain about the other person. If someone has a complaint about the other person, either we tell that other girlfriend, well, you better deal with it. You better tell her about it. Mm-hmm. We tell her about it. We act like we tell a girlfriend something in private, but We know that Nora and Sabrina talk 85,000 times a day. We know that. But then one or the other, I mean, seriously, when Nora kept this secret about her wedding, that was like the biggest secret. Oh, yeah, Katrina knew. Mm-hmm. So we were like, oh, wow. But I want to tell you, it's the quality of the girlfriend. So this is what I want to tell you, too. It is a platform or an environment that we created that keeps egos at a limit.
Right.
And so because we keep the egos at a limit with not allowing the cattiness, not allowing the complaining conversation, and because we are so versed in encouraging, I mean, you walk in with a new outfit, you walk in with the old outfit, you walk in with your girlfriend's outfit, we share clothes, we've done it all, and it's nothing but encouragement, and it's truth, because we will say, now that don't look good on you for real, that don't look good on you for real. You need to fix it. But it's done with encouragement because it's done out of love. So if you ask me, it's not about the time, it's about the quality. And when Sabrina lost her mother earlier, and not all of us could be there, she knew exactly how much we all loved her and loved her mother. But she made it very clear for those who could be there, for those who can't be there. At the same time, Andrea got married. And so for those who could be there, we were there. And for those who couldn't be there, she knew how much we loved her. And the fact that there's no cattiness about, well, you can't come and you came to her, you didn't come to her, that left us a level and a foundation from which we can all participate. So I'm just telling you that this friendship is one that encourages that. And we've all been strong enough to invite people out of our circle who can't live up to the quality of the friendship that we require of each other. So that's how we do it. That's my take on it. And Chrisette, you're going to share some about that as well?
You're doing fine.
There's always one in the group. There's always one in the group.
You're doing fine, Chrisette.
That means there's a phone and something on at the same time.
I think she's on her laptop and
I believe it. Hold on.
Okay, let's go to someone else. Who else would like to share as Chrisette is handling her technical difficulties?
Yes. And you know what? When you have friends like this, they're so encouraging. And I just want you guys to pray.
Chris, you
Yes.
have piece on or something, or turn the volume down.
Okay, it's too loud. Okay. This is live, you guys. Live. Okay, let's see. How do I turn this thing off?
Now, we already said whoever jacked up this webinar was going to be kicked out the group, and she's leading the way, okay?
Okay, is that
No.
that's still loud?
Yes.
Chris.
Wow.
Where's your earpiece, baby? Where's your earpiece?
Okay, I'm going to put my earpiece on. Go to the next person and I'll come back. Thank you.
All right.
Ooh, Jesus, thank you.
Does anybody else have an idea, as I was talking, that came to mind in terms of balancing their friends, or what keeps the quality of our girlfriends so strong?
Well, I do. I was thinking, oh my gosh, it is really, it's like an out-of-body experience. When you hear about all the great things that are happening in our life, we moved, we built great businesses and great relationships. But, it really made me think back to the very, very beginning of all of our journeys. It didn't start off so cute. We weren't traveling nowhere,
No.
and we didn't have problems with computers because we didn't have a computer and an iPad.
That's right.
And I'm listening to our conversation saying, wow, look what your life can be like when you're open. And this journey is so open for me, especially. I kicked and screamed about, in my mind, at least, about doing a webinar and Facebook and all this stuff. I'm like, I ain't into all that, but it's an experience. And I would challenge people to be open to new experiences. If you just open your mind, like Sabrina, moving to, if I had to relocate from my family, I think I'd about rather die. But Sabrina didn't just do that, and Sabrina, I'll never forget it. You called me right before you got here to North Carolina, and you like, Natalie, you've been in North Carolina all your life. Like, who does that? Like, you've never left home. I'm like, that's right. That's right. And I'm telling you, you guys, so just a new experience. There's a lot of boldness in this group. You know, we've overcome things that most people just could not even imagine, as we talked about some of the abuse and, you know, going through a bad marriage and you know, just making transitions. And what I like to say about girlfriends is that it's very transitional. It is very, these girlfriends move together. We just kind of shift together, you know, and it never stays the same. So to be able to continue to embrace each other, to respect each other, to protect each other, you know, and to help each other grow, it really, really says a lot. And I hope the audience out there is filtering through that and saying, wow, that's a journey I'd like to take with my friends.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Is that much better?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let me just say this to our viewing audience. You know, the force of friendship is 7 friends, and maybe on the next webinar it might be 6. So I'm praying that I don't get kicked out, but technical difficulties. Now, and this is the thing, for real, you guys, I just want you to know, we really did practice this today. We were on and we were going to make sure that everything was wonderful. And I was not going to be the weakest link. And I'm going to tell you, when you hang with women like this, trust me, they push you. And if you got to be very careful that you do it right, because they don't have a problem in telling you and talking about you, but it's all done in love. But I love the topic about, you know, meeting new friends and stepping out of your comfort zone really is what it takes when you talk about meeting new friends. You know, I'm often asked, specifically because I am a first lady, pastor's wife, and I do have some very quality friendships with many first ladies all around the country, different organizations, and I really, really love that. But I also love the fact that I have not limited myself to be a part of just one specific group. And I know sometimes that becomes your comfort zone. And really, it's a comfort zone because as a pastor's wife, and when I hang out with other first ladies, we have so much in common. I mean, we can talk for days and days about different things that go on in our ministries and what we encounter and the things that we go with. And sometimes it really is very easy to stay connected to just people that you feel comfortable with. But what I have found is you step out of your comfort zone and decide that, you know, you're not going to be limited to just one group, because you really limit yourself from being able to grow and to experience new things. I love the fact that I put my first lady hat on and I can interact with them. But then I love the fact that I have friends, especially this group, and where, yes, Katrina is a first lady in the group, and we can talk, but the majority of my other girlfriends, they aren't first ladies. And so we talk about a lot of other things. And I'm going to tell you what's really exciting about joining groups that are different from what you're used to. You learn a whole lot. You really do. You know, I heard somebody say this before. They said, if you're the smartest one in your group, then you need to find another group. And so I am constantly looking to be involved in meet new people that can expand shift my paradigm, so that I'm not just, you know, stagnant and stuck in where I am. Because, you know, I tease my girlfriends here. We all know, we say this all the time, Katrina is the techie person. And I mean, she's always stretching us. And I know, Katrina, I'm sorry, I probably got an F tonight, but forgive me. I promise you, I'll do better next time. But I was just going to say that it tickles them, and it even makes me laugh that when I go to my other groups of, you know, women that I hang with that aren't techie and may not know a whole lot about the computers and different apps and so on, and I'm sharing with them, you know, what I've learned and what I'm doing. I leave that group and they're like, wow, Chris said, first lady, you got it going on. You are so techy. You are so techy. And I just have to fall out laughing. I said, because if my girlfriends heard other people saying that I'm the techie one in the group and I understand technology and apps and all of that, trust me, they would roll over laughing. But the wonderful thing about getting involved in other groups is that you learn things that you can take back to your other groups. So I encourage you, when you are courageous and you're bold, step out of, just being comfortable with being with a few people. I guarantee you there are some women out there that can shift you, take you to another level, and you in turn will be able to take that back and share it with your girlfriends.
Yes.
Yes. You know what? That is so powerful, Chrisette. It's so powerful when you talk about what you gain when you step out of your norm. And so those are some of the things that we want our circle of girlfriends and our circle of friends as we talk about the force of friendship. Someone asked a question on the chat. I'm so excited that you guys went to the chat. There's a chat here where you can leave us questions, and I'm going to address one of the questions here that everybody can maybe relate to. Her question is, I need to develop the courage. We love that because this is about courage. How do you develop the courage to kick people out of your life that do not bring you happiness and not feel guilty or bad about it? So let me just address this with at least one of the situations I'm familiar with. And let me start this off by saying frustration is misplaced expectation. And the reason I say that is it wasn't easy to move somebody that was very special out of my life. So I won't tell you that I did it without feeling bad about it and that it wasn't guilty and it wasn't a thought process, a very long thought process. But I will also tell you that these girlfriends that you're looking at right now were very instrumental in helping me move someone out of my life that wasn't healthy for me. And as much as I fought to keep her in my life, they kept reminding me gently that she should not be in my life, because every time I was in that space, I wasn't happy. It didn't bring me joy. So I'm going to tell you that when my sister told me once, she said, the hardest part about making a hard decision is to make the decision. And once the decision is made, it all becomes easy. And so I just want to tell you that when you know what you know, and you can't change what you're not willing to acknowledge, if that person is not serving you well, I always tell people, everybody in your life lifts you up or takes you down. No one keeps you exactly the same. And so if there's someone in your life that is not bringing you happy or joy, if she's not serving you in a positive direction, you might have to go to some friends and ask them to help you, to serve you, to support you, to encourage you. And don't feel bad if there's a bad feeling or a guilty feeling, because it could only be for the moment. But I promise you, the air will be so much cleaner, and your heart will be so much brighter, and your gift to everyone else that's connected to you will be so much better served by your energy level that is increased, because no one is allowed to decrease it. And so that's what I would tell you if you have to remove someone from your circle. And that's why we were excited today when we talked about the circle, because the circle is all encompassing, and you can be inside the circle or you can be outside the circle. So all of you that are listening to us right now on the webinar, you're inside the circle. We're so excited. So continue to leave us comments on the chat. I think now we're going to go to Andrea.
Yes. You guys, one of the things that I wanted to do, this book is so special to all of us, particularly to myself in reading the chapters that are written by your girlfriends. I mean, I didn't even know y'all were so talented. Okay, but I knew y'all were smart. But I want to just really quickly read just a passage from the friendship chapter, and the passage is from my girlfriend Katrina Harris Earl, and it says, "Highs and lows, ups and downs, wins and losses. These are the makeup of life. It really is not optional whether or not you will experience them, but what is optional is making the decision to never do it alone. A true friend is with you during those times and and allows herself to be vulnerable enough to let you into her world when she is walking in a challenging season. You can literally see Christ when you see true friendship modeled." And the thing that struck me about that writing, Katrina, is when you talked about being vulnerable enough to see your girlfriend through when she's walking in a challenging season. And, you know, every single one of us has had a challenge in our life, some very personal and private, some that were public. And, you know, and one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys about is a challenging season that happened in my life. And I'm so thankful for these amazing girlfriends who were able to walk me through it. And so what do you do? What do you do when you are faced with a situation where not just you have to get friends out of your life because they're not bringing you joy, but what if that person is the one that you're married to that's not bringing you joy, and that's not good for your life? And see, I will want to speak about it because, you know, the statistics on divorce, you guys, nobody, let's face it, nobody gets married to get divorced. And the statistics are very, very high. 50% in the U.S. marriages end in divorce. But then Christian marriages also, you guys, it's a reality. It is something that, you know, that is, you wear kind of a with the scarlet letter, or, you know, there's shame associated with it. You feel like a failure. And I was in a very public marriage to a very public person. And so I, as a woman, a lot of times as women, we want to cover, we want to hide, and we want to protect. And I felt that it was my duty to protect this person. And here's the other thing. You know, when you have girlfriends of this caliber where we are all so close, we travel the world together, we do so much together, we're all married to each other's spouses. You know what I mean? And so not only is that a decision, you know, the decision to end the marriage and separate, you know, when I was faced with the decision, I thought about so many dynamics that were going on in my life, not just my personal life, but my family life, my public life, and also my friendship life. You know, I remember when I had to tell my girlfriends that that I was going through a divorce. My ex-husband and I were going through a divorce. Some cried, some couldn't believe it. They cried because that was a friendship that was going to be lost. You know what I mean? And they really cared about us as a couple and him as an individual. And so, you know, what do you do? And I want to just encourage those of you guys. You know, since that time, I've gotten so many inboxes. I've gotten so many messages and Facebook and all kinds of things that just of women that are hurting. And you know what? Marriage is not supposed to be that way. It's just not supposed to be that way. Now, I want you to know that, you know, for me, I was married for 17 years. And it was the most painful decision that was made to end the marriage. You know, and, you know, the Bible says after you've done all that you can do to stand, you know, and my prayer was, you know, change me, change him, change us, fix this, fix that. And you know what? It was, you know what, God, you know, I'm not going to move unless you give me direction. And so, so we all know that though it's not God's perfect will for those of us who are Christians, that it does happen. It is a reality. But I'm telling you that I thank God. I remember when I went to Nora's house, and, you know, at the very beginning when I knew that this was not how it was supposed to be, and I just cried. And I just thank God for my girlfriend Nora, who just allowed me to just cry. She didn't judge me. She didn't try to counsel me. She didn't try to tell me what to do, but she just let me cry, and she prayed for me. And, you know, my girlfriend Chrisette, and you know, just, you know, the wonderful counseling and all of that came with that. And so, you know what, there might be someone that's on this line, and that's where you are, you know. And I will say this, that no one knows the road that you must travel except for yourself. Right. And you've got to find peace. You've got to pray and find peace within your heart to do whatever it is that you're being led to do, and that you feel, for me, I'm telling you, you know, God can, the word of God says that he's able to make all things work together for good, the good things, the bad things, and even the things that you're not even proud of. But I will tell you that the Lord y'all heard me say in the beginning, I'm a newlywed, right? Okay. But God blessed me with an amazing, amazing husband named Nate Scott. He is, like many of the husbands here, an entrepreneur and an author of an amazing book. And he just is my soulmate. And I am so glad that I did not move out of the will of God at that particular time and move in my flesh and step out before I knew that it was time. And so, I want to encourage you guys and let you all know that there is life after divorce for those of you guys, and there might be many of you guys that are watching, that you need to know that, you know what, you're going to make it. You are going to make it. And so, here's the thing. I want to share, Katrina right now is going to put up a graphic because, so many things that we have to deal with in our marriages as women. And this is October. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but it's also Domestic Violence observance. And so we're going to put up a slide right now as we have some statistics. I'm going to toss it over and pass it over to my girlfriend, Gloria Mayfield Banks, who share a little bit because she's also been through divorce and also can share with you some very personal matters. But you know what? When you go through it, it becomes a testimony. And so I want to share this with you. Domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women between the ages of 15 and 44 in the United States. Can you guys believe it? 15 years old. Domestic violence cases, and there are more domestic violence cases than car accidents, muggings, and rapes combined. 3 to 4 million people in the United States are beaten in their homes each year by their husbands, ex-husbands, or male lovers. And 1 woman is beaten by her husband or partner every 15 seconds in the United States. 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime. And it's interesting, that statistic is interesting because there are several out of the 7 of us, there's at least 2 of us, two on the line that can speak to that. And so there are just some statistics that we want you to know. And I'm going to toss it back to Gloria. But before I do that, I want you guys to know that if you are a product of domestic violence, if you're going through a situation now that you know is not of God, it's not healthy, and it's not safe, we want you to know that you need to call for help. 911. You need to confide in a girlfriend. This is a free app called the Domestic Violence Information app that you can download. It'll tell you, and you'll see a couple things on there, how to have a safety plan, a personal safety plan. Do it for yourself. Do it for your children if you have children. The hotline is 24/7, 365, and you see the number there. 1-800-799-7233. In case you're listening and you're not able to watch, it's 1-800-799-7233, the domestic violence hotline. And we pray that all of you guys are safe. And we're going to turn it over to Gloria so she can share a little bit about her experience.
I will share some of my experience. I have to tell you guys, this is so helpful to have this kind of information, because I want to tell you that when I was going through it, and one of the reasons I'm sharing is I am happily married, just celebrated last month, 20 years of marriage. I was a single parent for 7 years because I endured 10 years of domestic violence. And I tell people, when you look at me and you see me, you'll see a very smart, hardworking, professional working woman who endured a long time of struggle. So I love the fact that we're open and we're talking about it. I love the fact that there's an app and there's phone numbers that you can call, because when I was going through it, they said there were more shelters for animals than they were for women dealing with domestic violence. And we have been a large part of the change of that. I want to say to you that a big piece of my ability to step away did not come because I had the courage to leave for myself. It really came because I had the courage to leave for my children. And I really do know that there's so much more that we're going to have a chance to share with you. Even going through this time, we are amazed at how much we can cover and want to cover. This segment was all about supporting a friend. And Andrea talked about through divorce. I can talk about through domestic violence, but there's only so much that we can cover. As we can see in this hour, we want to give you just the magnitude of what friends can do. I want to go really quickly to a question first I have to give you this laughter. First, let me tell you this. You know that slide that Andrea just read? We're talking about domestic violence. Well, when we first got on our practice, they said, Gloria, how about you read this slide? I was like, for real? You know I'm dyslexic. The 7 of y'all would let me be the one to slide for real. I mean, talk about girlfriends. And then we were talking about that story, you know, when Andrea was going through a hard time and she was really, really bad and the divorce was really hard and she went to Nora's house and she cried. And we talked earlier about how we know each other so well because she would not come to my house, okay?
Right.
I delight, okay? I'm not the one. So we all know our different strengths. So a woman asked the question, she says, I have a major decision to make and a handful of girlfriends. And I'm not comfortable going to them to get their feedback. So the first thing I want to tell you that we all know is never take advice from anybody that you're not willing to exchange places with. Do not do it. So if those girlfriends do not lend you a place where you're comfortable getting information from them, don't feel that that's a requirement because there's other successful people that you can lean into and other mentors that you can reach up to. And one of the things that we all have to learn in life is when there's some hard times, one of the biggest lessons that you will learn is how to ask others for help. And one of the things that you will find is one of the biggest gifts that you can give to someone else is allowing them the opportunity to help you get through. It's the gift to the giver if you reach to ask that person for help. And so I want to make sure that you know that about it. I think there's more that we can maybe cover, but I'm watching our time.
Lori, could I add one thing to that?
Yes, please.
I would really add that you seek God and ask God to send you the person to guide you.
Yes.
To have that conversation with. And I promise you, it'll be amazing. He will amaze you. He will send the right person, like Gloria said, in your place, and your spirit will discern it. You have to discern the person that you're going to. It has to be an area where you feel comfortable. There has to be an area of trust. And one thing that I know that God will do is he will send you the right person, but you have to ask him to send you the right person.
Right, right. I mean, I think that what you find in this group is some women who are very deep spiritually and that we bring out the best in us with each of our own personalities. And you guys, this is such a great time. We want to do a couple of things with our new circle. If you've joined us on this webinar, you're in our new circle of friends. And so it's very important to us that we get to connect with you and that this has made a difference for you. So Katrina, can you put up that slide? Because I want to make sure that everybody hears. I'm going to do some reading now, so stick with me here, okay? This is so good, okay?
You can do it, Gloria. You can do it.
Don't be laughing out loud, Nora. Keep smiling. Okay, so the first thing we want to tell you guys for sure is to follow us. Oh my gosh, each of us are very powerful individually, but our force is because we're friends. So you'll find us at the Force of Friendship. You'll find us on Facebook. We want you to immediately do two things for us. Number one, we want you to find us on Facebook, and we want you to invite at least 5 other friends immediately to our Force, because we want to know, can we make a difference for you? Like we totally believe that we can. We want you to look us up on Instagram, follow with us, share with us your pictures. Look for us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter, because we want to connect with you, because we honestly believe together as we grow this circle of friendship, which is so fabulous, that we will be able to empower each other in joy, in love, in encouragement, in success. There's so many ways that we're going to be able to impact each other's life and what we do and how we do it. So connect with us. Connect with us individually. Connect with us through the Force of Friendship and follow us, because that will make such a difference. We have a gift for each one of you. If you have not gotten our book, oh my gosh, I was so excited this weekend when I was able to autograph so many of these books for so many people. And normally the price is $19.99, but now in the next 2 days, so by the end of Thursday, if you decide to get the book, you can get it for $14.99. And bottom line, we want to have a sense of urgency, because if you're like us, oh my God, our plate is so full of things to do. So we know that if you make sure that you make that decision in the next 2 days, something will happen, and we want to hear your feedback. You guys, look us up and put us in your bookmark at www.theforceoffriendship.com. You are going to love the things that we are going to bring to you. We want to connect with you, and we want to connect with those who are important to you. We really do believe that this topic of friendship will be something that will really evolve as life continues to get fuller and thicker and more exciting for you, what we can bring to you. I want to know, is there anything else that I need to introduce?
Very good, Gloria. You did an excellent
Oh,
job.
one more thing, you guys, the survey. There's a survey coming at you. Okay, now we need everybody to raise their hand. I will fill out the survey. Okay, you guys, we really would like to hear from you, because if you take a minute, and you know we all get surveys, and I know you're like me. You get a survey amongst the 100 emails, you're like, I am not doing another survey. Just because I bought the gift on Amazon does not mean I want to tell them how great it is. But we want you to take a second and fill out this survey, because it will make everybody better. Better what we give to you, and better what we can give to each other. So we love you, and we thank you for joining our circle. This is the force of friendship. We're so glad. Take care, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.